pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. And the Huskers in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Takes a hit as he fires. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw, it's Blackman. He's got him. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
To the air on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
The Huskers will hustle through the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Blackman. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it and still on his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Trying to escape and get it himself. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. Now marked it at the +42.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
To the ground with the back. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, give on the inside. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air, it's Blackman. Fires to the wideout. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Murphy. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get close?
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the option. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How about about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The play action fake. Caught. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Blackman. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 35. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Blackman. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Murphy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's McNabb. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Blackman. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
They'll immediately call timeout. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The sure hands, it's Murphy. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the...
Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Split backs here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Blackman. Got his man. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rousseau. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Trying to barge in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Let's go. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Now on the return. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've...
There he goes! And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Rousseau. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Blackman. Makes the catch. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Running behind that left side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more...
Breaks into the open. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. This is a coach you want to know. Next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Looking to throw on first down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unloads quickly. And he'll run it into the end possession as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Huskers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. But a little time, lets it go. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in into the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now
he hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.